Hello everyone, welcome back. Today let's chat about Psth stock. So as you guys probably see the news that last week Bill Ackman has announced this deal, like instead of acquiring or merger with a unicorn, it's end up with a deal with Universal Music Group, and it's about 10% of the UMG's share. I think this surprised a lot of people because previously Bill Ackman, aka the Silver Fox, has implied a lot that it will be a unicorn, meaning probably a technology startup company. So a lot of people guess whether it's Airbnb, Stripe, or some other tech companies, and they never thought about that it would become a music company. So I think because of that, on the date of announcement, Psth stock has dropped more than 10% because it surprised investors, and the investors just hate uncertainty and they hate surprise. So since this deal seems complicated, today I'm gonna briefly talk about it and hope that would be helpful to you guys if you are thinking about investing in Psth right now. So currently, Psth stock's valuation is $4.57 billion, so that is $22.83 per share. Thinking about Psth stock is just a SPAC stock, meaning that a blank check company that previously hasn't announced its acquisition target. The highest stock price is $34. So that probably shows the passion from the market and also the trust and high expectation to Bill Ackman. So for the tracking record, Bill Ackman has done a lot of great deals. Like previously, he bought Chipotle stock around $200. As an activist investor, he has turned the company around, and currently we know that the stock price has increased to around $1,300. And the same situation is with Burger King, when at the time the company operation doesn't do very well, he has made changes to their management and strategy, and also merger with Popeyes and Tim Hortons and become another new big company, also listed as QSR. And in the recent quarter, his hedge fund also invested in Domino's Pizza at the stock price around 330 when the market has dropped. So as a lot of investors may see the success of Bill Ackman's previous success, so they want to trust his investment strategy and believe he will bring high returns to the investors. So let's come back to this deal. So in this deal, the Pershing Square Accounting Holdings acquired 10% of the UMG stock by spending around $4 billion. So that comes to the valuation of UMG of $42 billion. As UMG stock will be listed in the Euronext Amsterdam stock market in next Tuesday, June 22nd. I saw that Goldman Sachs also gives a valuation which is $53 billion for the company. So that means if the investors invest in Psth, they may get a cheaper price to buy USG before it go public. As Psth's acquisition only spent part of the money, they still have some cash left, around $1.5 billion. Now we know Psth would contain part of UMG stock, and that is approximately around $14.75 per share. And there's still around $5 left per share that Psth can use the money for another target, because that will not be considered as a SPAC, and that will not have a time limit. So they would have more time to looking for minority investment in another 10 billion company. And last but not least, so investor also get the right to invest in another company called Spark. That can be exercised after Spark enters into agreement for its business combination. So the previous SPAC now becomes a three-part. And one is UMG, one is a leftover cash, and the other is a right to invest in another Spark company in the future. So I know a lot of investors are disappointed because it's not a technology company merger, so that the investor will not expect the very high return on this SPAC. But I think for this target, it also satisfies their initial criteria. Pershing Square has mentioned at the beginning that their criteria for target are: first, it's a very simple business model and predictable, and then they can generate the continuous cash flow, and it's a growing business line. I think UMG has satisfied all these criteria. As UMG is one of the biggest music label in the world, the artists it has are like Ariana Grande, Kanye West, Lady Gaga, and Billie Eilish. So it definitely has a lot of intellectual properties that they can rent or sell to other companies like Spotify. So currently the ownership of UMG is 80% is parent company Vivendi and 20% is Tencent. So we know that the company Tencent plays a monopoly role in the Chinese music industry. So if any company wanna use the music in the Chinese market, they need to pay the royalty fee to Tencent because the company Tencent already bought the large amount of IP at the very beginning. My thought is that in this music label industry, it's definitely a stable one. So in the current stage of concern about inflation, choosing the company have a higher price bargaining power will be more stable. And interestingly, I saw the company also have some stake in Spotify, as they are also trying to transform the business from the traditional music label business to the new music streaming business. I think it's definitely also have the growth potential ahead. So that's a brief introduction about PSTH stock and some of my first reaction to news. So please let me know what do you think this Psth stock, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!